Buttons and nothing but buttons. How's it going? Welcome in. I'm trying to do stuff that will probably break everything, but sure, listen, it'll be grand, right? How's it going, guys? Welcome in. A Sunday morning kind of test thingy-majig. I want to make sure that the resolutions and stuff are working. They may not be. So I suppose to get everything right, just let us know kind of how the old audio, visual, and all that stuff is. From a network point of view, it seems to be fine. And I think, you know, I can view this back in 4K, but I just want to make sure that it's coming through with you guys. So we're here in the in a Cessna 172. It's the WB Sim mod, and there's also a new sound pack with this thing. Barra sent me over a copy there just to have a look, right? So we'll give it a blast and see what happens here. I do have a camera of all that jazz, but we'll just start with the old just how the clarity is, you know. So we'll see what the story is. I can see, like, there's a savage delay from, you know, when I'm talking to what I'm putting on the screen. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So it's the sounds you want to focus on now, I suppose. So we'll go battery. There's some noise. Beacon and nav light. Fuel shut off valve. Want fuel on the main tank. Mr. Rich. Bottle a small bit. I do need to turn on this for a second. This is where this WB Sim thing lives. So we go in here. So engine health, 100%. Realism is on. Oil is okay. We'll go over here. So you see that we have chocks, tie downs, cowl plugs. We have all this lovely stuff going on here. So we can remove all of that. Thank you. Avionics, turn it off. So fuel pump comes on. The sounds are much louder, aren't they? Alright, let's see what happens here. So throttle open about 1/4 of an inch, and we'll go for a start. So say clear prop. And let's see what happens. Alright, good start in the engine. So from the exterior, how she all sounds. So give us, like, how long did it take you to reinstall? I'd say about 4 hours, but like so many settings had to go for a jump. But I think well, we'll see. I've had a couple of CTDs yesterday, just kind of testing stuff. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. So what we're going to do, we're in Sligo here, by the way. We're just going to meander around the area and see what we can see. So parking brake coming off. Small bit of power. Let's see what the story is here now. Overall, keeping very well this Sunday morning. I wonder how better is the quality versus Twitch? Because it's kind of weird, right? Twitch actually gets pretty good quality, even though it is HD. So with this with 4K, I imagine this should be like savage, right? Okay, so we're on the runway. Go ahead and get our lights and strobes on. Get a on here as well. I notice I am getting some stutters though, which is never good. taxi down to the base of the runway. What GPU? It's a 3080 Ti. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Some of the names are different on YouTube. It's hilarious. It's like, I know that name, I think. But there's serious lag, though. Or a delay. I wonder can I do something with that? Let's see. This is all about testing and breaking things. Do you know what I mean? Normal latency, it says. Okay, we'll try and turn around here now. Story of my life. Stars. Okay, Mixed Rich. And, well, let's boogie. So, airspeed is alive. We're going to look for around 55 knots. RGB. Yep, see Daisy. Flaps are in. Continue our climb here around 500 feet per minute. Speed is looking good. And we'll start our turn here to the left. We're going to head out by Ben Bulben. Beautiful, beautiful mountain up here in the county of Sligo, Yates County. All over this neck of the woods here. It is absolutely stunning. Okay, well, the good news is nothing has kind of, you know, exploded yet, which is always good. So we'll ease off the power here a little bit, bring it back to about 2400 on the RPM, and get ourselves leveled off. The yeah, it's all about settings, lads. Video looks good, does it? Is it finally doing the thing we wanted it to do? Do you know? Like, it's uploading at 34,500, which is like, what? That's fast. That's science stuff. But yes. It is all kind of gas, isn't it? Sounds are good, aren't they? There's Ben Bulben out there on the right. So what are your plans for today? A lazy Sunday. Murphy, it's Monday. Ah! No, it's not. It's Sunday. I have a couple of hours to kind of tinker with this, and then to go driving for a while. That looks kind of alright, doesn't it? Picking up a little bit of a bump. Let me see. Heading mode. So let's see what we can do here. We'll go autopilot on. We'll hold our altitude and we'll go heading mode. And we'll hold at 1400 feet. It looks excellent. Going to put you in the big TV. I'm going to put me on the big TV. Ah, cheers, come on, Gibbo. Sounds are amazing, Kieran Nile. Many thanks. You flew very near me house. I'm looking out the window. Ian, give us an old wave there. Put on the kettle as well. Yeah, sorry lads, it's all testing. I'll do cameras and all that jazz now in a few minutes. But this is just, you know, how does it look in the scheme of things? Do you know? Just to see what happens. Like, we do a bit of fancy stuff. Try now, fly by now. Just the sounds, right? JSM sounds are good, aren't they? We'll try that again. Hang on a second. Something like this now, we ready? Ramp it up there now, more for you. About that. Right, we'll try this, lads. yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Right. What was I doing? I was doing this. Right, so the movement and how everything's looking, we're reckoning, is all pretty grand, is it? Jesus, how are you? How is this camera looking now? Do I look all kind of mad and weird? Sounds are fantastic. Colonel Fork, good morning, how are you? Jesus, Colonel Fork. What time do you call this? The Boris sound pack, that's what we're currently using here on the Cessna 172. It's excellent. Really, really good. Michael Dalton, top of the morning to you. Yeah, I don't know how it's all looking. My camera seems to be frame rated. What's this one look like over here? You know, me fancy camera. How's that looking? 4K. Does it look alright though? I look great. Come on. What's this say? Quality for current, max 1440. Well, it says, hang on now, Gibbo, we'll do an old testaroonie. It says 2160 on YouTube. What's the highest resolution you guys can pump it up to? Does it look wonderful? Or just kind of, do you know? So, messing around in our little Cessna. Up the west of Ireland. Who be this? Ian Gardner, good morning, good to see you. Did Gibbo fix the thing? Auto, 1080. It all looks very shiny. Falling up. Nice. Here, Niall, you look fantastic. So many Ks. Hey, Dennis. I'm trying to think though, what resolution are you guys getting this on, Max? Is it doing the thing? It's like we're in the room. Come in there now and sit down beside me. It'll be grand. Yeah, there's a huge delay with the chat versus Twitch, isn't there? Jesus. I'd be leopard crawling. Oh no, I'd be leopard crawl o'clock if I didn't live alone. You're still up, Colonel Fork. What was it, like 6 in the morning? No, it's not. Wait, 5 in the morning? Jeez, man. This is Max on native to YouTube smart app. Maybe needs a few minutes to get to 4K. It says, yeah, like on the gadget I'm using, it says 4K. So I just want to make sure that the settings are right. I've no other agenda only to get 4K up and running. You know, just to kind of mess around with it. That's a nice view. Yeah, the sounds are really good, aren't they? YouTube will let me push it up to 2160. I think that's about right. 2160 seems to be where it's at. Sure, we'll give it a few minutes to see. Where are we heading now? We're heading somewhere. We're on the road to nowhere. We're heading up to Donegal. In actual fact, Donegal town is just up here. We'll do a small little adjustment and ramble us on over. Looking good on 75-inch OLED. God almighty, Mika, could you imagine? 75 inches, like. Jeez, it's grand. Put me near the fireplace. It'll keep people away from it. Do you know? Look at this. Right, you know, it looks to be doing a thing. I don't think I don't have any alerts or any of that jazz. Or do I? Hang on, I'm sure we have something here. What's this do? This is where we start pressing buttons, lads. Are they called screen items? Oh, they are, look. Look, we've that thing. Jesus, I haven't used that in a while. Xbox logo. Oh, look, all my logos are here. Uh-oh. Yeah, careful what buttons you press here now, Murphy. Right, let's leave them alone for now, will we? ST... Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Imagine that. 75-inch TV and this muppet on. Could you imagine? Jesus. But anyway, we seem to be going alright. James, good to see you. 4K looking good, Murph. Never knew such a good looking book. It's like being in the plane. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, James. Well, it's good. It's a bit dark actually. We can start messing around with the Weja just to make it look all kind of, you know what I mean? Oh wait, the sun's behind us. Hang on a second. We'll go to live time. Yeah, we'll go live time. And once you guys can see everything very clearly, I'm noticing a bit of stuttering. and that's just on. Like, it's grand on my sim. It's just to see how this transports back over to YouTube. You know. I was up late for hours trying to get my grandpa's livery to work on the WB Sim mod, with zero success, and then I gave up. Ah, yeah, poor old devil. Yeah, the textures on the WB Sim mod stuff, I don't know what the crack is. It seems to break it all the time. Do you know? Yeah, but any luck with the old resolutionage, man? Is it working better? To be honest, I don't know how much of a change it really is. 4K. Everything looks the same to me, so it's. If you guys reckon this is way clearer than Twitch, that's good news. If it's about the same as Twitch, that's a whole load of work for relatively nothing. Do you know? Sure, listen, we'll see. We won't get too excited now. So I'm flying up here. We're heading up towards Donegal town. We'll head out left here, and we see what we can see. Am I flying online? I don't think so. Hang on. We'll turn on online flying on. There we go. Southeast Asian server. That makes total sense as we're flying in Ireland, but it's just to make, you know, keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. We'll see what the crack is. I understand turning hyperthreading off helps remove stuttering. Does it? Turning off hyperthreading. Is that in the NVIDIA control settings? Could be. So we're going to turn out left here. We're going to head towards a place called Killybegs. And Killybegs is like a big fishing kind of a town. There's a huge fishing port in there. It's pretty cool looking. Lots of boats and, you know, Donegal catch and all that. Bird's eye. You found my gold. Rawr, that fella. Do you know? So we'll head out west. 270 degrees. And we'll see what we can see. Hey, Jandrace, 4K and sounds are good. Seeing 2160 or 2160 by 60. But a great success. But wait now, isn't 4K supposed to be like 4,000 and something by? Isn't it? Maybe it's a limitation with the thing. Doesn't seem to be working on Gibbo's 4K TV yet. So weird. That is weird. Oh, it's in the BIOS, is it? It's only coming through on 1440. That is weird, Gibbo. Sure, I'm not even... Like, I'm streaming... I don't know what I'm streaming in. Like, it should be all native to my screen. Now, I can mess with settings. Compared to other YouTube streams, sounds and looks. No stutters. If there is, it's sim-related. Ah, okay. Craig Dawes is here. 2160 on my YouTube. Picture is fine. Okay, if we're getting 2160, and you guys are on a mix of like PCs and TVs and whatever. At 4K, the camera picture in the corner has too much definition. What? Like, on a technical level or on a, Murphy, it's too early in the morning to look at your hideous head level? Do you know, you need to let me know, like... I could do something like this now, Jandrace, and make it a complete... You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that sort of... Oh, Jesus. Hide him, will you? Get him off the screen. 3840 by 2160. Honestly, 2160 by 1440 looks pretty fine. Is it better than Twitch, though? That is the question. Why are my lights acting legitimate? Hang on, we fix this. Hang on now. Do. Shelf, yes. Default. Here we go. Okay, so if it's looking alright, well, then she's looking alright. Kieran Martin, good to see you. Jandrace is like the second, the latter. Thanks, Jandrace. Yes. We'll go full screen now in a moment. Kieran Martin says, Murph, 2160 on my phone. Alright, grand, cool, okay. Lovely hurdling. Wait, you got a 4K phone? Why have a 4K phone? Are the iPhone a 4K phone? Here's myself looking at myself. Hang on a second. What resolution is this now? Ooh. How do you change the resolution on the phone? Can you change the resolution on the phone? doesn't set. Oh, hang on. Settings. Into settings. Video quality. Auto. Higher picture quality. Right. Quality 1080. Advanced. Oh, 21 by 60. Oh, look, it does. It works on the phone too. It's myself watching myself with myself. Very defined. All this definition. In the setting. Yeah, no, we found it. My webcam is very mad, stuttery looking. It's like I'm moving like one of those. Well, yeah, you get the idea, right? Yeah. Sure. Now we're going to be heading out. There's mountains out here. You can see them. I forget the name of the cliffs. Jesus, what were they called again? Sligo League, I think. Is it Sligo League? Yeah, Sligo League are out here. They're some of the highest cliffs on the Atlantic coast. I think Portugal or something like that has higher ones. There's a heap of people over there, look. Oh, they're probably down at Knock. Right, so we're motoring on. The, it doesn't seem to be doing much in terms of my resources. It's just the upload. So it's uploading at 34,000 kbs. There you are now. There's something interesting you can tell someone in your life today. Did you hear Murph was uploading at 34,000 kbs? And they were looking at you, you know. Did you have a bad night? Did you fall on your head? Did something fall out of the sky and hit you on your head? You know. Now, let me see. So Killybegs up here to our right. Some of the accents now in Donegal are fantastic. How you getting on? Hey, they're all kind of mountainy people. Our Donegal, Daniel O'Donnell country, you know. What about you? I love my mommy. Hey, that's what they sound like. There's Killybegs there. Look, all these kind of buildings and factories and stuff. It's all it's all for the fishermen. Jeez, the sounds are good, aren't they? Sounds are good. But hide me for a minute. You know, dramatic effect, and we'll play a bit of music. Ah, sure, Jesus. have it. Right, okay, so far so good, right? So, yeah, here's them cliffs things. Where are we now? So, the Sleeve Leagues, that's them over here. So basically, you can walk up. Actually, if memory serves me, there's one of these World War II era flaggy thingies up this neck of the woods. Hang on now, we try and find it, right? Don't all go panicking now together. There is a lake up that way, correct? So it's down here, I think, is it? There's a something, you know the markers that they had for World War II has era written on it. Is it down there? Should be. I think it's down here. It's supposed to be. Because you have a couple of just the old satellite stuff for Ireland's gone. It's not great now, is it? So you can go walking. If memory serves me now, this is the track. And I'll never forget it because I nearly passed out when I got up to the top of it. It was as steep now as steep could be. But there was a walkway. I remember this walkway, and then you can kind of go out a bit. And it had Éire on the side of it, meaning Ireland, on the side, right? I don't see it here now with that satellite imagery, which is a bit of an owl pity, do you know? It could be looking at me square in the face and I can't see it. But it should be over here somewhere. Hey, Catbat is here. Good to see you, Catbat. And then you walk this way. And what's lovely about up here, right, you have a lake. There was people swimming in that lake. It was like minus 1,000 degrees. Anyway, there's a little ice cream van there. And then you go walking up and around. And then you go up the bit of a hill, you see. And if you go up the hill, up on the left-hand side, you're looking out over the cliffs. And they're far more, beautiful looking than that kind of, twisted and stretched terrain, right? Which is absolutely fantastic. But I can't find where the Éire thingy-majiggy is. It should be... I'm trying to think now. Was it here or was it up there? There definitely is a one there, though. They found it there. Do you remember the year Ireland had a summer? It was warm. It is definitely over there. There's old ruined houses there from like, the 17 or 1800s. And there is a walkway down, and you can see where they have the Éire written. And when you rotate cockpit camera, 4K definition shows all the texture on the seat back really well. Oh, does it? Nice. So there is one of those Éire thingy-majiggies there. Where's me plane? Oh, Jesus, it's over there. It's autonomous flying. Right, we need to fix this immediately. Turn right, Murphy, with the autopilot. That's the shot right there. Tried an unbox or an Android box and got it. Oh, come on, Gibbo. Gibbo fixed it. Ah, glorious 4K on Gibbo's massive TV. Hello, Gibbo. How are you? Hello, the family of Gibbo. They're probably saying, "Oh, not this Egypt again." But yeah, the sea textures. Look at them. They look fancy, don't they? Ooh and ah, he said. Do you know? So there's the Sleeve Leagues. They're gorgeous. So where are we at now? Mallinbeg is over here. There's a beautiful coastal road. You can drive all the way around it. It's a road you can drive, but it's like stunning. And it's like everything. If you get nice weather in Ireland, if you get nice weather in Donegal, it's stunning, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll do something like that and just kind of bokeh the old background a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to give it that oomph kind of a look. Do you know? It looks very good. Oh wait, now have I other buttons over here? I do. I've YouTube stuff here, look. Oh look. YouTube viewers. Doesn't work. YouTube chat. No, that doesn't work either. What's this do? I don't know what that does. Chatting. Just chatting. Oh, that's that camera, look, lads. Ah, I knew I had a button somewhere. Oh look, I can change it from here, look. Isn't that brilliant? Ah, come here, lads. Isn't that fantastic? They all took one look at the TV and went their separate ways. They're gone to mass, I'd say. What are we doing on Sunday? We're not watching him anyway. Come on, we'll go to mass. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, the sun is over here. Let's follow on the sun. This is fantastic, Craig. Fallen Up took a screenshot of me making a face at the camera like this. Thanks, Fallen Up. Oh. Anyway, we'll head up this way. This looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Flying in Ireland, enjoying Ireland with Murph. Yes. It works well. We've 30 people watching us. Jesus, lads, you haven't much to be doing on a Sunday, have you? This fella's on the telly. We'll watch him for a minute. Jesus. But at least it's in 4K, though. How's this camera looking? Is this in 4K as well? Wait, now, does it work in 4K? I think it does. Anyway, we're doing something right. Do you know? The sim is behaving as well. 60 FPS is. I suppose we can nearly turn right here a little bit. Yeah, we are. We'll end up in the other place. 030 degrees. Jesus, look at that. That's what happens when you press the wrong button, lads. It's alright, I fixed it. I thought I crashed. Hey, hoverboard is here. Good to see you, man. We're testing things, hoverboard. We're pressing buttons together. Oh. Kind of funny as well, though. There's certain music I'm not allowed to play because we're on YouTube. That's a pity. I will do this one, though. Ah, yes. Bit of chill out. Terrain is now blurred. The plane is in focus. That's by design, yes, there we are. The terrain doesn't look great, in fairness. When it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are them trees doing? So we'll do this, and it's like, ooh, that looks kind of nice, you know. Stephen Smith is here. Good to see you, man. Not going to mass, says Mika. Father Daniel would drown me in the holy water. That's pretty. I have to share the switches, lads. Because myself and Gibbo, we'd be working in the background of the things, you know. We're like the county council. We spend most of our times leaning on a shovel and never digging the hole. But we'd be talking, you know. Anyway, he says, Murph, it's stunning. It's the best it's ever looked. Not you. You've a head like a mashed potato. But we can clearly see the gauges in every detail. Ah, yes! And also, feck you. But at the same time, yes. Right? Brilliant. It's all coming together. I have far too many buttons. Yes, far too many. If I were to count them, I'd lose count. That's where I'm at, do you know? But this is exciting, isn't it? Huh? The day that 4K streaming natively, well, kind of natively, came to Murph. So we're heading up to Dunlow, and then there's a place called Gweedore. Hey, come on, Gweedore. Well, that was kind of Scottish. But anyway, up this neck of the woods, you see, you have a beautiful mountain called Mount Errigal, which is the second highest mountain in Ireland. And we're going to go up and have a gawk at it, right? It's up there ahead of us. As we're heading, it's all Donegal, lads. 'Tis stunning. Do you know? Spy is here, good to see you. Egg. You want an egg? Jess. That looks kind of nice. What's it like on the inside now? Why isn't that working? Hang on, I'll press some buttons. Jesus, careful where you press buttons. There we go. Right, so we're going to do a small course correction here. I think we're going to head over to about 04, give or take, right? But if you guys are happy with how everything's looking, if everything's clear and all kind of ooh and very kind of, you know, well then we're laughing. And there's no stutters or any of that problems, you know. You forgot to retract the landing gear. Great Scott! Waddy! We have to go back! The joys of the fixed wing landing gear. It's pretty nice. I was in X-Plane yesterday. Oh, jeez, we can nearly do a turn. We'll go right a bit more. I was in X-Plane yesterday. I was flying in the, what's that thing called? The Q400. Dead Stick Gaming is here. Hello, hello. I was in the Q400, the Q for X-Plane, and to be honest, I blame Q8 Pilot because he streams it quite a bit, and I'm just like, looks so good. Yeah, Osama, it's totally your fault that my hand slipped on the mouse and purchased the Q for X-Plane. It was really, really good. It's probably the best. It is the best airplane you can get on a flight simulator. It's just class. But this is the WB Sim enhancement mod for the Cessna 172 steam gauged. That's what they mean by a steam gauge, right? Because you have the glass, or the G1000, which is all glass. It's like iPads in your plane. This is the good old steam gauges that they actually work off, well, a gyro essentially. But yeah, it's doing well. Matthew, could see it. If only I had a 4K monitor to see the detail, but there are no stutters or anything like that. Excellent, excellent. Got a line. Oh, hang on. Got a line shown on the right. Wait, what? Got a line shown on the right. What do you mean by that, Gibbo? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We'll never know. Oh wait, I wonder if I could turn that other gadget on. Oh, I can. Hang on. We'll turn out. Hang on a second, lads. Turn on that gizmo over there now. Hang on. This is science now. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is it. What's this IP address now? Everything changed with the new router. I think it's actually easier now. Right, connect that. Yes, connect that. Yes. And then connect this. Yes. And then if I go to this gadget over here and press that, now we can see the information up on top. Your top right of the screen, which shows our altitude and everything else. Wait, that could be the chat. Yeah, I think that's the chat, Gibbo. Gibbo, did you have your coffee this morning? So this looks as good as it does for me as I fly Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane. The stream is looking absolutely brilliant in 4K. Great success! Jesus, I nearly hit the fan. I have the fan above my head. Could you imagine? You know, great success! Ah! Me hand. Anyway, where are we going now? Dunlow. Yes. We're heading up to Dunlow. And then there's a natural park, or a natural? Yeah, there's a national park. Natural park? Natural, what's the word I'm looking for? National park. No, it's a natural park. I forget, is it something, what's the name of it up here, Craig something? You have a map. I'll go looking. Glenveigh National Park. Or is it natural? I can't remember. One of my first road trips took me through Gweedore and Dunlow. Cracking drive from Donegal town up over the mountain to Bunbeg. It's some country. It's just fantastic up here, Michael Dalton. Fantastic. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, Donegal Airport. Now, further back down the road, if you head back down towards Donegal town and Bundoran, you come across Finner and Finner Camp. Up by kind of Ballyshannon neck of the woods. But we're going to ramble up, and what else do we have? Well, I suppose there's Letterkenny. We might get across then into Letterkenny and then across into Derry, just to see. All the hard work paid off, Murph. Ah, brilliant, Gibbo did it! I was like a slapped arse yesterday trying to fix everything. And last night. And then when I got into the sim, everything started breaking. Like, just CTD after CTD. Crashed the desktop. It just wouldn't stop. And then I watched... What? Work. Okay. Oh yeah, all the hard work. All the hard word. Gibbo's getting a coffee. I ended up watching an Apollo 11 documentary last night. Very good. When I had me dinner. Then I jumped back into the sim for a few minutes, and then I was saying today, I said, James, what'll I do today? Sure, I'll get the old 4K thing working. Do you know? Now I have to plan all of next week as well. So tomorrow night, I'm not 100% sure I can stream tomorrow night because I have a busy day in work tomorrow, and I think I'm going to get home late, which is part of our 1940s adventure, if you will. And we're planning on flying the Boeing 247. So I need to kind of have a look at my schedule and see what we can do. Alison Johnson is here. Good to see you. Hello, Ali. Welcome in. Ali, it's 4K, right? Give you nightmares. But yeah, I'm unsure. Wednesday night should be a bit of crack. We're on the MSFS official channel. We're doing Reno air racing. What? Me? Yeah. And I don't know how to do it at all. I don't even know I can fly. Fly, you fool. I might fly the Mustang. What other sound packs are there that would be worth checking? I see Boris has a Vision Jet pack too. Well, I think Boris did the Vision Pack, but he also did one for the Cirrus, the SR22. This one, Gibbo, is incredible. Like, this is, without doubt, the best sounding Cessna. This is so real. I'll turn it up here now so you can hear it, right? Wait to hear this now, lads. Wait till you hear this, right? That's deadly. It's just deadly. Hang on, we'll jump past it again. I have a dot on my screen. Hang on, I'll get me cloth that wipes dots off my screen. Oh, the sounds! Right, we'll try it again, will we? Are we ready now? Right, turn her up there now, Betsy. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The sounds on this plane are fantastic. This is a add-on that you can purchase for the PC version of Microsoft Flight Sim, and it completely revamps the sounds of your Cessna. How about the Mooney? I think you heard Caronado's feelings. The Mooney's actually better. But no, and hang on, I didn't hurt anyone's feelings. Well, maybe I did, but they deserved it. But they have updated the 182, the Mooney, and the PC-12. I flew the Mooney yesterday. It is way better. Way, way, way better. So yeah, I might do something with the Mooney here now in a minute as we head up to Donegal. That sound as it goes past is 100% correct. I 100% recognise it. Oh yeah, like there's a flying school not too far from me, and there's 172s there all day, every day, and it's just like, I know that sound. Stunning, lads. Absolutely stunning. You know? Now, let's see. There's 39 people watching now. Jesus. I'm not, well, I won't say I'm not used to, yeah. There's 39 people watching. Oh no, there's 37. I scared two of them away instantly. Balls. It's fine, it's totally fine. I might fly the Mooney actually now in a moment. As we're approaching, where are we heading now? This is over Donegal Airport. And I want to head up to kind of Gweedore and then over Mount Errigal, right? Now, I know this place fairly well. I've been up here a good few times. I really like it. It is beautiful. Beautiful part of the world. And it's gas. I flew this in X-Plane yesterday. And I will say this, and you're going to complain. The ortho imagery that I have for X-Plane is better. It's better than what Microsoft is streaming. So, now you can argue the toss, right? The reason why it's better, it's the source of it is probably Google rather than Bing. It's like, you know, if you're looking down here, it's like, yeah, it's all right, like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay-ish. Like, it's missing tiles here, so like it can't even load in this area here, like, you know what I mean? There's probably clouds or something over it. But Jesus, the ortho imagery is fantastic. Nature Child, we're over Donegal. Donegal. And yeah, it's rather lovely. So we have we've Mount Errigal to fly over, which is that fella over there. Now that's nice there. Like, this sort of crack is lovely. So they've no data for here. That's just random fields, and you can see the roads stick out like an eyesore, you know. But here now, this sort of water masking and all that stuff, beautiful. David says WB Sim mod plus Boris soundset equals win. 100%. Hey Monty, good to see you. Any news on the Lancaster? Nothing yet, Monty. Airplane Heaven are still working on it. No news is good news. I spoke to them before the year is out, and I was like, is it a 2022 release? They were like, no, it's not. I was like, okay. So yeah, it's going to be I hope we'll see it, you know, Q1 this year, up, you know, before April maybe. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. How much would it cost to have ortho for the entire globe and explain? Well, it wouldn't cost you a penny. It's free. Ortho imagery is free, but like, you'd need like massive storage, like ridiculous amounts of storage. You know, like the ortho imagery I have for Ireland is 70 gigs. Yeah, 70 gigs, lads. Right. And to be fair, I think the mesh is better on Microsoft. And see what they've done here with the water and all these sort of tiles. It's, you know what I mean? It depends on where you fly. There are places in Ireland that are amazing, absolutely brilliantly done by Microsoft versus kind of a standard ortho imagery. You know what I mean? But it looks very, very nice. Jeez, that looks lovely there now as well, look. As we overfly Donegal Airport. It's just pretty. Bit of music here, Maestro. What do you reckon, lads? Bit of music. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Jesus, wasn't that very fancy? Oh, hang on, there's a mountain straight ahead of us. Hang on. Don't panic, lads. I've got this under control. Now, hang on. Let's head out this way. For the sheer crack of it. Now, yes. Crisis averted. We're all right now. Re-engage the autopilot, you big idiot. There we go. Hold the altitude as a good man. That's better. Right, we need to do something else. Kieran said, Murph, your link on Discord is not to this stream. Balls. Hang on, we'll fix that. We'll fix it. If I press this button here, look. Hang on, we'll fix it. Don't panic. Going live. Hang on. Delete that. Delete. Okay, right, we'll try it again. At everyone. Yes. Live now. There we go. I pressed some buttons and it should work. Ah, Gibbo did it as well, look. Ah, come on, Gibbo. Ah, yes. My thumbnail is awful, but sure, listen, it'd be grand. Kieran says, I get 2160 on my 55-inch OLED. Oh, behave, man. Yes. That's what it's all about, you see. It's all about, whatchamacallit. Where's my buttons? Here we go. It's all about the 4K goodness. Okay, turning right. Here's a guy who didn't plan his route. Why isn't that going that way? Heading mode. Here we go. Oh, look at this. How to do a road trip to Donegal. Oh no, we have to do one. Hang on, Gibbo, let's rephrase that, right? Right. Have to do a road trip to Donegal soon. Murph, you're driving, I'll be sinking cans. No, Gibbo, let's just put it out there. Your car won't manage to make it to Donegal because it requires a battery. And my car, the Skoda, lads, the Skoda. It's not a Skoda, it's a Skoda. The Skoda and our big 2-litre diesel engine, hey, that'll drive us to Donegal and back. Anything higher than 1440 makes the video stutter on my tablet. Count Sepp, no way, man. It could be the tablet, maybe. Niels, very good, dude. How are you? Welcome in. Donegal. Yeah, but we'd have to pick a weekend that'd be nice weather, do you know? Like, we couldn't go up when it's raining, you know. Don't make unnecessary sandwiches. You know, you're one with the hair and the rain, and stay out of the water. What's this her name was? I forgot her name. Jesus, I drove all up here. It's lovely. We're heading towards kind of Buncrana. This isn't terribly far from Warhamster's neck of the woods. Turn back on my nameplate so we can see who's with us. Oh, we're all alone. Sounds are good. Sounds are mighty. A little Cessna. I got a 2016 Samsung 55 4K, but I can't get 4K YouTube live stream. 4K videos, yes, but not live streams. Nature's Child. Is that you? Gibbo had the same kind of a headache, and then he swapped it over to like Android. Do you know, he used YouTube Android. Anyway, how are we getting on? What's the story here now? Temperatures and pressures. Fuel is looking good. Fuel flow, it's not our diesel, or, you know, avgas. Temperatures are a little bit on the high side. Pressure's good. Vac, well, that's your suction, right? It's doing suction things. Our ampemeter is still charging, right? What else? Engine RPMage just under 2500, and we're okay. We're actually all right. Where are we heading to? We might do an L stop off in Derry, will we? It's over by Campsie Industrial Estate. We might do that. So that'll be a turn to the right. We'll head due east, 090 degrees, and that'll fly us over this way. So what are your plans for today? The real world weather in Ireland isn't great. You might be saying, what, you're not on live weather? I'm not. I'm on live time, I think. But live weather, no. What is the live weather situation? Oh, Jesus, lads. It's not very pretty up here at all, look. Although, each to their own, right? Hang on, now she's coming alive. Yes, now you're threshing. Live weather in Ireland. Up the yard. Teresa Mannion, that was the one. Don't make unnecessary sandwiches. Don't take risks on untreated roads. Jesus, that's stunning looking. Hang on a second, we need some music for this. What would work for this? Bit of Russian music or something, would it? No, God no. Hang on. What would work well here now? I've music all over the shop. Energy. Yeah, this one works. The sim is running okay. I'd issues yesterday, but no, at the moment it's behaving. Look at the state of this, lads. Oh, yes. That's just pretty. Those flyby sounds are amazing. They're amazing, lads. Right, now. Jan Race, you have a great day, my dude. Just tried you. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Just tried YouTube on my 4K LG, getting 2160. Grand 6 knots. Look at the state of that. Right, so we're heading over kind of Buncrana here, and the weather and wind is giving it all of that, isn't it? So we're going to do a turn to the right here, 120 degrees. There it should be. And that should kind of bring us down towards the city of Derry. A bit more there, Murph. 150, really? Yeah, we go 150. Okay. It's kind of giving it all of that, isn't it? So outside air temp, hang on now. Can we change that? 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees. Now you're talking. 10:45, everything's live. Brilliant. So yeah, it'd be kind of like this wouldn't even be VF4 conditions. It's like marginal at best. I have to say the sim is performing now. Granted, you're in a Cessna in the west of Ireland, but it seems to be going okay, doesn't it? So like this is what I see, what you see in 4K. I mean that's what I stream in. 30, Jesus, what is it? 3860 by 2140 or something? Something like that. All these numbers, they mean nothing. They mean nothing. Now. Yeah, it's just a nice little blast. So I'll land at Derry and then I'll change the airplane. I want to do a proper kind of review of the sound set for the Cessna. They're from Boris. They're available to buy now. Highly, highly recommend, by the way. I highly recommend them. I think they're awesome. The man has some skills when it comes to making sounds. Do you know what I mean? I wonder how she'll handle now in something a little bit faster. That could be interesting. Now, what is the weather situation? Could not connect to the simulator. Simlink needs to be running. Why aren't you running? Simlink. That's Navigraph, isn't it? Navigraph Simlink. Okay. Ah, there we are. Right, so Derry, right? Open up the airport. Weather conditions. Winds are 200, 12 knots. So we'll do a landing on runway 26. Visibility is 10. Few clouds at 900. We can see those. Broken at 1700. Temperature 11. And pressure is 1025 hectopascals or 3027. 3027. There it should be. So runway 26 landing here into Derry. So I suppose if we head due east, that'll bring us in nicely. And there's no lads, you aren't getting any stuttering or, you know, loading or rendering or any of that jazz. It just seems to be coming through fairly clear, yeah? Man, that looks good. That looks awesomely good. Look at the state of it. Those clouds and everything, look. I'm now watching on a 4K monitor, 4K resolution. Your little inset with the mallet head looks nice and crisp, but the sim is not as sharp as expected. Ooh. of science here with sharpening. Hang on, lads. Right, how are we looking now, lads? Dokey, so autopilot coming off, and let's see how good you can see the owl instruments. Let us know. Let us know. So I added a small sharpening filter just to see will that help. But if it gets grainy or problematic, just let me know, yeah? We're shocking high, but we'd be grand, hey. Let's see what's going to happen here. Like I put on like a 20% sharpening just to see what it does, but it's only to the sim. So if that made it better, if it's a lot more clearer, you know. Start a turn here. It's better now, definitely. Ah, nice, grand. And it's not showing up any kind of weird artifacts for anyone else. It's looking okay, yeah. That's the job. That's the job. I need to figure out the delay though. Like it's something fierce. It's a good like, it's almost 20. The chat is about 15 to 20 seconds behind. I know how to fix it. Okay, hello Derry. In you go, you Jesse. Look at the sideways approach here, lads. Jesus. Hakora, good to see you. Welcome in. Okay, runway 26. Fighting the wind here a little bit. Jeez, the sounds are good, aren't they? Oh, don't float it. The sounds. Oh, you know those sounds? The wheels? Very good. Right, flaps in. I give you the green light, says Kieran. Nice. Okay, we'll exit here onto Bravo. We'll change our aircraft now. This seems to be working fairly well. Alright. Okay, so flaps are in. Landing lights and strobes are off. And we'll taxi on in. What's the old resource monitor doing? So I've dropped 4 frames in the last hour nearly. That's not bad. And we reckon that kind of filters that are working for the old sharpenage. Want to head out. What did you do? It looks better now. I just added a small little sharpening filter. So yeah, if it's looking better on your screen, I've used a sharpener. And the sounds of this plane are absolutely brilliant. Okay, parking brake coming on. Now come down here to our lights. So get our taxi lights off. Nav can stay on. Beacon can stay on. Avionics will be coming off. And we'll pull the throttle. Pull the mixture. Nice. Very nice. Now with the engine off, you need to turn back on the avionics because our little menu is in here. Engine health is 100%, lads. We didn't break it. So put on all our covers and stuff. There is state saving in this. It'll remember what way you left the airplane. Fuel shut off valve off with the main tank. Nav and beacon coming off. Alternator off. Mags are off. Battery off as well. And that gyro spinning, you should hear that kind of... It stops spinning. Once the power is out of it, she stops spinning. Okay, good stuff. The only thing I'd like more with this airplane, if you could open the doors. You know what I mean? But there we are now. She's completely locked down, done and dusted. Chocks, tie downs, and like there's the no wheel pants variant of it. Do you know what I mean? Right, back into the main menu. We'll try a different aircraft, and let's see how it goes. Right, let's see how it goes. What was my landing rate there, by the way? Review your flight. Okay, so our landing rate, lads, was 91 feet per minute. We'll take it. We'll take it. So let's see what's going to happen here now. Many thanks for joining me here. YouTube, hello and welcome. I haven't been on YouTube in ages. We've 46 people watching now. If you're new here, Asher, how are yous? I'm Murph, or Two-Tone Murphy, as I'm called. I don't know, do any of me alerts or bots or any of this jazz work? Discord? Yeah, no, it doesn't. I need to, I haven't done anything with YouTube in ages, streaming-wise. I started off, where did I start streaming? I think I started off streaming on YouTube. But anyway, right, into my world map. So we're going to pick a new airplane. Hey, we have someone here with us. John is here. Right, okay, so that's the Cessna. Now let's see what else we have, because I haven't flown much else yet in the sim since I've reinstalled it. I flew the Mooney. So let's see what we can do here now. We'll have an old gawk just to see what we can see, right? Some of the bigger aircraft, like, well, a jet is going to be too much, isn't it? Wait, now, where's the flying? Do I have the flying iron stuff installed? Spit. I do. I have flying iron stuff in there. Grand. Okay. We won't go to Spitfire. We might do something though that'll get us up high and fast. Maybe not a fighter jet, but you know. Yeah, the needles on the gauge are sharp. Nice. Nice. Okay, perfect. Now, what else do we have up here? Let's have a go. We have a Jeep. F-16s. Oh, the F-16 got an update, didn't it? Plus... Oh, we could do the PC-12, lads. That's what we'll do. Because Coronado said they did something with it. So we will go in the PC-12 and we'll go in the Irish Air Corps livery. Because I just like it. Oh yeah, we can't use November 235 for this one. Put in a little dash there so she doesn't come up. That's grand. So that's Sligo. So we're up here in Derry. And we'll go into here. So we come in yeah, we parked. Did we park? We come in and we turned on Bravo, which was here, and then we parked up. So we're going to start off our flight here. So we're on live time and live weather, all players, Southeast Asian server. We're just going to plan a quick little flight. We're going to go from Derry, and we're going to horse it back down towards Dublin.
Hey, good morning.
How's that for the plan? Do you know? Nighthawk, good to see you. Who be this? Near Taylor has subscribed. Many thanks for the sub. Welcome aboard, man. DC stuff got updates. Yeah, when was that about? Because I downloaded all them last night, so I'm unsure. Nighthawk Murph, in glorious 4K, all across the pond in Canada before the sun rises. Be joyful this day. Be joyful this day. Have you tested the updated Mooney? I have, Countsepp. I have. I did a quick flight with it yesterday, but I want to see what they've done with this. Hello. Now, none of me views, lads. None of me views. So let's see here now. Need to get my views set up. There's that view. There's that view. There's that view. Yes. That's probably more accurate. We do have an overhead, so we'll have a look up here. Just setting up some views here now, lads, so bear with me. Now, number 2 should be down here. Number 2. And number 3 should be focused on our avionics. It should be kind of here. I will use the GTNs, though. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 is... Oh, Jesus. 7 should be looking out the window. Something like that. 8. No. We're going to the back here now.
Hey, good morning.
That'll be number 8. And then number 9 will be looking on that glorious weather radar out the window. Who be this? Anthony! You're very welcome aboard. Many thanks for the sub, dude. So there's number 9. And then number 5, I tend to put it in like the Steve-O 1 Knievo view. Do you ever watch Steve's videos? It's kind of this sort of stuff, isn't it? Right, so there's my views set up. So if we go down here to our trusty little tablet, and let's have a look at this. So let's see, static elements. We'll return these on for the moment. Tow bar, pilot, no, passenger door. Oh, that's brilliant. They fixed the click spots. There were errors. Turn on the GTN 750, please, and go. And if we go back here, that should be fairly decent looking now. So there's our GTN 750. We go to our fuel flow. Are you loving flow as much as I am? I think it's awesome. Right, so outside of the airplane, I'll give it a go later on. Yeah, we'll do the Mooney after this one. So here we are in Derry in the beloved Coronado PC-12. Now, the Irish Air Corps operate these airplanes, Spectre Squadron. They replaced, would you believe it, the Cessna 172. And this one in particular, 280, she won an award last year over at the air show in Farnborough. It actually won Livery of the Year. And N-Force created this livery in Microsoft Flight Sim. They're all available on the twotonmurphy.com website for free, and you get them in other places as well. So Coronado added some nice changes here. See the wicks? They all move now. Your little static ports and wicks and stuff. It's pretty cool, isn't it? They said they also tidied up some textures, and there's definitely a noticeable performance increase with this airplane as well, now that I'm just kind of chucking around. I should be getting somewhere between 50 to 60 frames on 4K, which I am. 50, 55, 58. Now, bearing in mind, I have VSync turned on, right? But yeah, let's do the thing. But yes, I got Flow with the nameplate update. I find not actually using it that much. It depends what's there, Maddie. Like, I mean, these are all the basic ones. But, oh, hang on, could I put... Oh, it's for Twitch. Yeah, it's only Twitch streaming. But, like, in terms of, like, you know, changing the time, what server you want to be on, all your reference points, autopilot, the aircraft itself, you can go messing with the doors, battery, all this sort of jazz. There's a ton of stuff, right? Turn that off. Yeah, stuff. I love Flow. I absolutely love Flow. Right, so we'll reset our views here. We'll go back to this camera. Let's have a quick look outside. So we have the main kind of ramp cargo door. We have our own cabin entry in here now as well. So we're going to get the airplane kind of up and running, and we're going to head on down towards Baldonnel. We'll fly down to Baldonnel. So let me see. We're going to do a bit of stuff here. So static elements remove, external power leave it in, tow bar get rid of, pilot potential bug perhaps, passenger door, cargo door. No pilot. Okay, press this one. Oh, look at that, they broke it. Okay, so the pilot disappears if external power's on. Carinado, how did you, like, I know you said you updated things, but how did you make that bug? It's not important, but like, Jesus, who tests stuff for yous? You know what I mean? Anyway, external power we're going to leave on for the moment. Go ahead and get rid of you. So we go up to our overhead here, and it might be a little bit dark. I do have a flashlight. Oh, it's green, look. Why is that green? How do we change that? But anyway, we're going to start with our battery. And external power can come on here now as well. And as it's doing that, we can go ahead and get our nav lights, wing lights, and our beacon lights turned on. And avionics 1 can be activated. Battery 2 and generator 2 can come on. Standby bus be flicked on here as well. And let's see what's that going to do. So here's our main screens and power and stuff. Our fuel shut-off valve goes to in. And we go ahead and get some lighting. Lift up the old armrest there. So we want panel lighting on. Secondary lighting, or your integrated lighting. Floodlight, leave that off. Reading lights and cabin lights can come on here as well. And now let's make sure that my controls are set, which they are. And then we have our condition lever. Okay. So that's looking fairly good now, isn't it? That looks fairly alright. Is there any other switches here I can... I don't think so. I think they're the best I can get. Me lighting. We can leave the floodlights on just as we're prepping the aircraft. Now, did they do anything else down here? No. We do have the clock working. Park and brake is set. Reset our barrow to our local. Caution light, go ahead and get rid of that. What else do we need to do here now? So our avionic systems, they're going to say fail until we turn on the second pack, or the second one. Martel is here, good to see you. I found the server and time widget's the one I use the most. Yeah, it's brilliant. Flashlight is green because it's military. I think so, Nighthawk, yeah, I think so. Zenner Stone is here. Hello, Sir Murph. Stream looking good. Reinstall went smoothly. So far, so good, man, yeah. And well, I'm testing a 4K stream here on the tube of you, YouTube. And it's going okay so far. You know, typically, because I don't stream on YouTube, I mean, I'm a Twitch guy, right? But every now and again, and especially now with 4K, this is going to open up some options for us to do some more streaming outside of the normal schedule on YouTube. So, well, welcome in. Thank you all so very much indeed for joining me. And, well, we're going to get our aircraft set up. So we can go into our flight plan straight away. Hopefully nothing crashes here. So go back into flight plan. So we're going to put in our departure and arrival information. Now, there's no flight plan. We're just going to fly as the crow flies. Sort of thing, right? So, Eglinton Airport is this one. So it's Echo Golf Alpha Echo, is it? Yeah, see you, Derry. So that's our origin, right? And our destination is going to be Casement Aerodrome Baldonnel in County Dublin. Or Dublin 22. So it's as simple as that. Flight plan engaged, map ready to go. Menu. We can put on NextRad if we want. However, we do have a weather radar. So if we click on weather, yeah, well, it's raining as we can see, so that's pretty cool. So just bring up our map here for the moment. Do my charts work? Set up Navigraph first. How do we do that now? System, setup. No, charts. Connect Navigraph. Charts must be provided. Connect. Scan the gadget. Hang on, lads. I'm going to set up a old gadget. Let's see here now. Navigraph. Go. Sign in. Isn't it cool the way you can do this with stuff? Your GTN 750 has been connected. You are now connected to Navigraph. That's deadly, isn't it? That is deadly. Right, okay, so our Navigraph charts are now working. So if we go back here and we go to charts, it's going to show us Baldonnel. We can change that now to Echo Golf Alpha Echo. No, that's not right. Echo Golf Alpha Echo. Echo Golf Alpha Echo. The city of Derry. There you go. So let's see what information that we have. Standard or airport parking. There's a chart. And if you're flying at night time and you're saying to yourself, Jesus, that's too bright, yeah? But if you change the menu and go to night view and click back, it doesn't work. That's interesting. Night view. Why didn't that work? GTN problem? Oh, hang on. You must reload your charts. Reload your charts. Okay. There we go. For a second there, I thought I broke it. So if I go full page, this entire screen is now going to look at my chart, and you can move them around just with your mouse. It's fantastic. So we're going to be departing from runway 26, which means if we zoom right in, right, we're going to be taxiing on Bravo, back taxi then on runway 26. Isn't that really handy? Really, really handy. So we can see other bits and bobs. We can get up the information here. We can look at the weather data. It's going to read the METAR. So this is the current conditions. Wind south-southwest 200 at 9. Visibility 10 kilometers. Weather codes just light rain and drizzle. And this is just decoding the raw METAR. Temperature 11. Clouds few at 800. Then broken layer 1500. And then we have it's not very VFR. It's IFR conditions then later on. Now we also have some NOTAMs, nothing available, and then you have your runways. You can get a proper look of the area as well, and plus any frequencies. If we're on the likes of VATSIM, we'd be tuning into these frequencies to say, "Hey, Jesus," right? But yeah, so that's how it all works. It's very good. It's very, very good. Now I'm going to leave the chart on this screen for the moment. Because we're going to get our aircraft set up. Now, what's handy with the GTN 750, well, we can have multiple screens here, look. So we can keep our main map down here, or if you needed to, you can be reading your weather or, get default nav information. CDI, make sure it's on GPS as well. Your course deviation indicator. And there's a couple of other bits and bobs we can throw in here as well. Waypoint information, and so on and so forth. So we're going to leave that there. On the menu, we want to be, I'm a north up kind of guy. We can change the fields, or we can highlight that, and now we're looking kind of good. Right, said Fred, but he didn't write, he left. What we're going to do, we'll just activate this little dude here as well. This is all for our weather radar, by the way. Worry about him in a moment. So up on top, let's see here now. So strobes, don't worry about them. Inertial separator, turn that gadget on. Passenger and no smoking signs can come on. Window heat and anti-ice, we'll worry about that in a moment. Our starter, right, now we're still connected to ground power, so our fuel pumps go to on, ignition goes to on, and we're going to hit the starter. Basically what's going to happen, we need our N1 rotation to go as fast as it can before we introduce some fuel, otherwise we could have a hot start. So, starter engaged, and you can see our NG rising. So basically we need the fastest revolution possible before we introduce fuel. So we'll look for around 18%. There's 18%, and we can introduce the fuel. Now, as the fuel goes in, we're going to monitor NG for a hung start, our ITT for a hot start, excuse me, and this should kind of level off or peak at around 700 degrees. Are they very clear looking, lads, are they? Can you see the stuff? Jesus, that's going, yeah, about 760. 758 is where she peaked. Nice. Jesus, in 4K, you're going to see what I see, meaning that, Murph, you're doing that wrong. Ah, no! No, that wasn't that figure or number at all. Now, let's see. I still have a cough, lads. It's mad, isn't it? Now, where was that? It was over here, look. Oh, yeah. Okay, so good start in the engine, back up to our overhead. We're going to put our pumps onto auto, ignition onto auto. We're finished with the ground power, so we're going to reset the generator. Gen's on, ground power off, avionics 2 comes on, and reset the second gen. Okay, we're looking good. So we're on our own power now at this stage. Our recog lights can be activated. We can also get our windscreen heats on, get the probes on as well. Don't think we need de-icing systems just yet. And our cooling is doing its own thing. Now, we also want to look at our cabin pressure because we're going to be climbing fairly lively. So we're going to bring the aircraft up to, she can go high, we're going to bring it up to about 20, where are we going, east? We'll go 21,000 feet. Roughly there. And that'll give us a cabin altitude of about 6,500 feet. It'll be alright. So all this is set to auto and auto. So this should do its own thing. Okay, we're looking good, we're looking good. So, we continue on with what we're setting up. So, altitude, we just said 21,000 feet. Go ahead and throw that in there. Flight directors can be put online. We can do a test on this as well. Okay, so it's telling us that our fuel pumps are still on, even though they're set to auto. That's okay. Other things we can do down here, the internal temperature. How do we check on that now? How can we see cabin temperature? I think there's a switch, or there's some sort of a something for that. That's oxygen. Did they do that with the oxygen system, by the way? No. Okay, we've got plenty of oxygen on board. Cabin temperature, lads. Did they not used to have a yoke for that? No. Okay, our squad code, we'll put in a pretend one. We'll go standby, we'll go 2251. That's going to be our squawk. And we have some other functions here as well. We can see our outside air temperature, density, altitude. Not really a factor today because it's not very hot and we're not very high up. Count up, count down. That's all grand. So we're going to go into altitude mode. Nothing else over here we need to worry about. However, we will click on this guy. And we're going to remove the external power and we're going to put the main pilot in. There we go. And thank you with the tablet, right? I already have it installed through the InSim marketplace. Nice. Right, so we're pretty much good to go. We could look for a pushback here. We're not going to need it. We're just going to spin out to the left and then make our way out. So taxi lights come on. Do a lamp test, make sure everything's working, which it is. That'll just stay flashing for a moment and then it'll turn itself off. Now we can go ahead and arm our altitude. We can select nav on this. Once we get airborne, then we can activate the autopilot. And then we have all our radio controls and stuff over there. So again, we're going to focus on our charts. It's just back taxi and then it's turning out to the right here for runway 26 out of Derry, right? Pretty handy, isn't it? So we'll leave that on. It's so clear, Mrs. Gibbo can clearly tell what brand of makeup you're wearing. Ah, no! Get out of that garden! It's because I'm worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who makes makeup? Oh, Jason couldn't tell you. Right, park and brake coming off. Add in a small bit of power. As we turn here, we'll just tap on the toe brakes, make sure they're working. Which they are. I wonder, is this screen working? It is. Jason, don't run over Finton. So, taking our time here now, we're going to ramble out through Bravo. There is a bit of rain in the area, but we should be alright. And this will get insanely nicer looking once we break through all those clouds. Okay. We're already feeling the wind. So we're going to go ahead, put the landing light, strobe light, all our lights are on. Make sure the runway is clear, which it is. And we're going to back taxi. You can see the chart down here in the lower right hand corner. So far, so good. So our call sign would be Irish 280 if we were on ATC, but we're not, so we're grand. I also have a backup compass here as well. That's all fine. Okay, so we're feeling the wind. Right, we're going to set our flaps for the takeoff position. They're coming down. Lovely. And as we're taxiing here, we can now activate the weather radar. So, bit of concentration is needed. Wait till we get turned around. Imagine Murph with Kajal around the peepers. Kajal? What do you mean? I'm lost. 21,000. Yaw dampener will come on after the flaps are retracted. Vertical speed, we can go ahead and have a look. So we're going to climb here at a very healthy 1,500 feet per minute. So we're going to get ourselves turned around. Okay, runway 26. Now we're just going to sit tight here for a moment. We're going to get a few other systems up and running. Get ourselves lined up. Looks good to me. Engage the park and brake. Park and brake on. And we continue on with some of our flows. So we're going to go down to our map here. So we're going to say, right, weather on. And if we go all the way over to radar. Radar. Why isn't that moving? Zoom in. Don't tell me they broke something else, did they? How can we select radar? Ah, Carinado, you didn't just break it again, did you? There's no click spot. The buttons here don't work. Base map, terrain. Here. Never mind, Carinado, you didn't break it. You're a great bunch of lads. So weather is on. We should be able to zoom in here though. So you can see there's a bit of activity here around us. Oxygen system, turn it on. Fuel pumps are where they need to be. Now, you're going to hear the engine rev up because we're going to bring our condition lever from ground idle to flight idle. So there's the engine spooling up. Hey, we got some people with us. Delta 24 is taxiing. Now, for the state of this, we're going to go heading mode, which is down here. We're going to zero him runway heading, just in case anything goes wrong. We're finished with our chart. We'll go back to our map. So when we take off, it's going to be a turn to the left, and then away we go. Oh, Johnny Depp style, yes! Redman says, are you using Tobii Tracker? I'm on the verge of purchase again and I've seen mixed reviews. So Tobii, if I want to turn on my Tobii, reset my view, I'm now using the Tobii head tracking solution, and it is absolutely friggin' amazing. I love using Tobii. For these sort of flights, I don't need it an awful lot, but on Wednesday when I'm doing the Reno races, we'll need it a lot, right? Up the yard, you devil. There's always one, isn't there? Right, so we'll let your man clear. Let's go down to our second map here. We don't need two maps. We will, however, put the terrain radar on, just to help us out. So, oxygen is on. There's your cabin temperature there, look. 23 degrees, look. We can play with that. Silencer for the gear, leave that alone. They're all okay. ELT, armed. Right, we're good to go. Are we ready? The black eyeliner, I kind of like that idea. Okay, so parking brake coming off, and power coming in. There's the wind. Takeoff power set. Speed alive. There's 60. There's 90. We're getting light now. 95. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, that was sporty. We have a positive rate of climb. We're indicating the climb. Gear up. Tapping the toe brakes. Flaps in. Yaw dampener on. And we can start our left turn. That's beautiful, man. Tobii basically gives you the advantages of VR without having to be in VR. You know what I mean? Right, watch your speed. Looking good. We're gonna go through that rain cloud. There's the rain pelting off us. We have our terrain map on so we can see what the crack is. Continue our climb. Climbing here now at 2,000 feet per minute. Now, a couple of things we can do. We can say, right, we can go flight level change mode or indicated airspeed. We're going to arm our altitude. Vertical speed, we'll keep it at 2,000. We'll go ahead and straighten ourselves up here. We're in the soup, lads. We're in the soup. Man, that's so nice looking, isn't it? Is this native 4K or DLSS? DLSS is on, but it's in 4K. If you get me. Okay, climbing nicely. We can talk to our autopilot here. Autopilot engaged. We've armed that. Go ahead and engage. And we're climbing here at 2,000 feet per minute. But keep an eye on our speed as we're doing this, because your speed will drop off. So quick after takeoff check. Pumps are still running, flaps are in, gear is up. Cabin altitude is starting to rise. Temperatures and pressures are all within limits. Excellent. Man, look at the state of this coming up. Okay, so we can lower our vertical speed. We'll bring it down to about 1,500 feet per minute. Something like that. We're going to be joining this magenta line here now shortly. Terrain is looking good. We'll go back here. We'll put on traffic map, I suppose. And looking at the weather, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Successful takeoff, lads. What plane is this? Lancaster, this is the Coronado PC-12, and it's absolutely stunning. And they've updated it as well. It's brilliant. Now, let me see. We'll press some buttons here, will we? Let's enjoy this Irish weather, shall we? Now that does look pretty. I mean, would you come on out of it? Look at the state of it, lads. So how YouTube works, you need to like the thing and tell your friends to watch it. More means more. Or something. We're looking all right. She's doing her thing. Right, so quick check on what's happening. We just passed 13,000 feet. Reset our barrow. Now, let's see. We're gone standard, so landing lights come off. Lever strobes and all that other stuff on. Nurse separator can be closed. We'll see it's a small little rise on torque, but we're still climbing, so we should be okay. We can reduce our climb here. Let's see, we're at 1,500 feet. Let's drop it down to about 1,000 to get that speed up. And we're on our way up to flight level 210. Right, Sepp, you take care, my dude.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good buddy. Colin Sutherland. Welcome aboard, man. Many thanks for the sub. So, flight level is good. Lights are looking good. Yeah, everything's looking good. We're looking good. So, we're in GPS mode at the moment. Turn our heading back to where we need it. There it should be. Let's see here now. Leave it on GPS. Turn it into an arc. I find that a little bit easier to see. HSI either? Yeah, that's better. Right, so we can kind of see what we're doing here now. So you can see our current course. We can see distance, speed, time. Yeah, we're looking good. So we're coming in just to... So we're slightly off the magenta line. I don't know why there's a difference there. Right, so temperatures and pressures, or pressures. Oil temperature is good. Pressure is good. The generators are working okay. Endurance, or that's local time. Endurance, we got just under 5 hours. Fuel flow is fairly lively, but we'll calm it all down. Outside air temperature is -12. Torque, a little bit high. ITT, a little bit high. And our NG is a little bit high. So once we level off at 21,000 feet, we'll calm it all down a bit. Do you know? So, yeah, we're looking all right. Can we get into the cabin? We can. We'll ramble back here. Tray table? Yes, yes. That's what we do. Can we pull down the shutters? Ah, you can. Brilliant. So we'll sit into where, you know what I mean? Do these work up here? No. You see the way you have the lights on here, look? See them? I should really save this as a position, shouldn't I? Another view spot. Excuse me, I sneezed. Hey, Toto was here. Good to see you. Looking good. Nice, man. Nice. A 4K stream, man. So yeah, so see the lights for the seatbelt and that, yeah? Well, if we change them and turn them off, look. And then we go back to where we were. John Bowman. Very good to see you. So they work. See the way they're now turned off? The signs are now off. So it's a nice little thing, isn't it? It'd be handy if you can close over the curtain. But she's grand. Okay, speed is looking good. We're still climbing here. We're heading down to Casement Aerodrome Baldonnel in the PC-12. And I have to say, it's looking good, isn't it? Man, look at the cloudage. Live time and live weather. It's absolutely stunning looking. Mark Taylor is here. Good to see you. Stream looking good. Nice. Yeah, it's pure messing with my settings, and you know, YouTube kind of gives you that 4K oomph, headspace. Twitch doesn't. So it's interesting to know it's looking as good, if it's looking better than it would be on Twitch. So we're kind of traipsing along County Monaghan as we ramble down from the north. Looking nice. Looking very nice. So I turned on a little sharpening filter, so I'm hoping that does the job. Is it that much better though, Gibbo? You know what I mean? Versus Twitch. Because Twitch was always very clear. Yeah, looking at it on the other screen, yeah, it's fairly sharp now, do you know? Man alive, the weather's savage, isn't it? Ah, damn it, Jim! I've just turned in. And Jesus, your head looks life-size on my 55-inch TV. Jesus. Jim, top of the morning to you. Hope you're well. We could sit here, actually. That's a pretty view. Tray table? Yes, indeed. Man, it's nice back here, isn't it? What does that do? Oh, that's the row. Ah, yeah, they're for the windows. Jesus, that looks very nice. It looks lovely. What time? 20 to 12 on a Sunday. Just, I wish I had a couple of days off. I want to do this. You know what I mean? When's my next few days? Oh, there's a bank holiday coming soon, actually. Isn't there? When's the bank holiday, lads? Not this weekend. The weekend after. So not this weekend coming, the following week. There's a bank holiday? Massive difference, especially on a big screen. Ah, that's great news, Gibbo. Great news, man. We'll see how we get on. Like, there's still a couple of other settings I want to tweak. Especially with the latency. The latency is a bit of an issue. But I know how to fix that. And then, you know, get the bot commands up and running. And then see if we can get a few more folks to maybe ramble over on some of these streams off the normal schedule for the moment. And let's see what happens, you know. But yeah, happy out, man. Happy out. And to be honest, this is probably the wrong time of the day to be streaming. Oz Flight is beyond at this time. You know what I'm saying? So, 20,000. On our way up to 21. And so far, so good. As soon as we get to 21,000, we're going to be descending. It's mad, isn't it? So, cabin pressure, well, everything here, we're spot on, lads. We're absolutely spot on. Everything is looking good. Which is weird for me. Do you know, usually I break things. Cruise altitude. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Everything's working on this plane now. This is great. There's no dimmer switch for... Oh, hang on. Oh, there is! Ah, Carinati, you fixed everything. Well done. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And then we have a power switch. Temperature, did it come up? 23 degrees still. Transponder is doing transponding things. Vertical speed is now leveling off. Altimeter we can see. Sweet. So 21,000 feet. Our torque and ITT are all doing fairly well. Fuel flow is now starting to calm down. Our indicated airspeed is going to increase. I imagine we're doing something fairly lively over the ground. Ground speed 285, lads. Brilliant. Brilliant. Probably asked before, are you thinking of dual streaming YouTube and Twitch? Says Redman. Well, I can't. I'm partnered over on Twitch. And they don't, as part of your partnership, they don't allow you to dual stream, right? So there's that. So what I'll do, I'll keep my eye on things for a while, and I'll start planning streams just on YouTube, and we'll see what happens there. I tried to do it last year a bit just with airliner stuff. It didn't really, pun intended, it didn't really take off. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Like, it's not all about viewer numbers, right? But when you're trying to build a brand or build a channel, it kind of comes into it. You know, you want to make sure you're going to places that has the biggest catchment area. So like, we've what, 30 to 40 viewers now. Like, if we were over on Twitch, it'd be 110, 120 maybe. You know what I mean? So there's all that jazz to kind of worry about. Well, not worry about, but like think about. And like building a brand on YouTube, your live streams, they need a lot of stuff going on. Like, it needs the chat interaction, it needs likes and, you know, recommendations and all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? And then you have to get into, like, you know, thumbnails and all this sort of stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Like, you want to be putting out a schedule probably well in advance, letting people know what you're doing. But the mission of today was to test 4K streaming, and if it is working and it's My system is fine, like it's not under any pressure whatsoever. Let's actually double check that. The Great Hit Oaken, good to see you. Yes, new internet is in. Like my system resources, GPU and CPU on the streaming PC are about 25%. It's laughing. It's laughing. Redman says YouTube is probably more accessible. The only reason I found you, Twitch, was to find a certain Murph. Ah. That's what you juggled, right? That's what you juggled. But no, this is like it's good. Like it's just there's no defining or eureka moments. The mission today, can we get this up and running? Yes, it seems to be running quite well. And then we'll see. Let's see where this goes, right? Let's see where it goes. Paranormal Fishing. Hi Murph. I wish you would come back to YouTube. It's a lot easier to use than Twitch. YouTube for the win. Right, we need to start descending. All the way down to 3,000 feet. Engage that. Vertical speed. Let's drop 1,500 feet per minute. Nice. And start bringing our power back. So we've started our descent and we're on our way down. I'm not big on Twitch either. YouTube has always been my main. Steve Mayfield could see it. Murph, in the marketplace it says the latest version is 1.2. Is that what you're running? Stream is great in 2K, by the way. Is like 2160 the highest Twitch goes? Uh, 1.2, yeah, so I'm using whatever the current release of the sim is. That's what I have. There's a new update coming out, I think next week, for the aircraft and avionics update. That's due out, I think, this week. We think this week. Sure, look, we'll see. Plus, there's a bit of crack when it comes to setting up a stream. Like I set up a stream, and even then the link I put in Discord goes somewhere else. So there's a bit of that to play with as well, you know. We'll see what happens. I'm liking it so far. Like if you guys are saying it's clear, happy days, man. That's what it's all about. Now we're getting traffic alerts. Look at this. Little bit stuttery. Okay, so let's see. We're pretty close to Dublin now. 18,000 feet, continue our descent. Now we'll go heading mode here now for a moment. Because if we head due south 180 degrees and go heading mode. Small turn to the right. .200 knots indicated, giving us 292 over the ground. Man alive, it's so pretty up here with those clouds, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Look at the state of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? They've updated, like, you see these things moving, look. Alright, so far so good, so far so good. Just burst all my tires landing on DCS. Nice, Maddie, nice. DCS, yeah. Have to get into that at some stage. Yes, that's beautiful looking. Look at the state of it. Do one of these. All right. Right, things are going to start getting interesting now. So we're going to put on our landing lights. We're going to put on some anti-ice here as well. Inertial separator comes back online. Landing our seatbelts come on here as well. So as we continue our descent here, we're at the back of Nace here at the moment. We'll put back on our terrain radar. Can we go north up? Interesting. So we hear the rain kind of bashing off us here. Patch notes. They updated those dangly things. Yes. So we're coming down through 7,000 feet. So it's going to be a landing into runway 10 into Casement Aerodrome. And currently at 7,000 feet. Do another right hand turn. We're going to head north now. 360 degrees. Get you turn around. Rate descent is good. Speed is looking good. We're going all the way down to 3,000. Got a rainbow out there, look. Pretty. Really pretty. Look at the state of it. So that's the N7 that goes up there. There's Nace. So look out the window. As up towards kind of Blessington. Up that neck of the woods. We have Newbridge down out there. That is Newbridge out there. Okay, continue on. Passing 5,000 feet. Speed is still good. Quick check. Lights are on. Inertial separator. We're looking good. So once we level off, we'll start bringing that speed right back here as well. I grabbed this on the back of your flight today. Ah, Command Dragon! Yeah, the PC-12 is awesome, man. Awesome. And the update, it's running, it's like, it's grand now, it's perfect. So approaching 3,000 feet. So the meter in Baldonnel, winds are 200 at, oh hang on, they're 200 at 12. Okay, runway 22, so lads, runway 22. That's 22. You can count. Runway 22 into Bal, 12 knots. Visibility is 10. Scattered at 1,000, broken at 5,000. Temperature 10 degrees. So we're coming down to 3,000 feet. Speed is going to start dropping off. And it's runway 22 into Casement. The air friction tends to separate electrons from the atoms, just as rubbing a balloon tends to do, causing the imbalance of electrical charge. Ooh. Static wicks, I believe they're called. Damn fellas. Static wicks. Okay, leveling here at 3,000. Speed is starting to drop back. All the lights are on that we need. So far, so good. I had this in X-Plane 11 and I loved it in that. Steve, yeah, the PC-12 is brilliant. Now, SWS are also working on a PC-12. They're going to work on the PC-12 NG. This is the older one. Now, the NG is completely replaced with, I want to say Garmin G5000s. I think they're G3000s. And it's way more modern. Or Wattix sticks. Yeah, there could be Wattix sticks. So speed continues to slow down. I'm going to go for a right turn now, heading due east, 090 degrees. There it should be. This is going to take us over Maynooth on the N4. So we're on live time and live weather. This is what it's like in Dublin today. Not very pretty, is it? It's like, but that's the way weather is. A bit more rain here. So we'll roll out here on 090 degrees. And if we start looking to our right, we'll probably pick up Baldonnel there through the clouds. There's Weston, so Bal is just behind that. It's Intel, I think. Hey, we got some people following up behind us in a P40. Nice. So 3,000 feet speed is... we need to drop it back a little bit. About 150 or so is going to be fine. Ah, there's a sim crash. I wonder because I came to Dublin. Another way Dublin gives you a sim crash. Yeah, no, she's gone. She's dead. Sim crashed. What in the name? Hey, Fly Darren is here. Good to see you, man. Would you stop buying new aircraft? I had the PC-12 for ages, though. I wonder, was that because I approached Dublin? Interesting. Interesting. And like, with a sim reinstall, you shouldn't have the issue of I shouldn't have the issue of things crashing towards Dublin. Interesting. See if that happens again. But anyway, listen, we'll leave it there, lads. Successful streaming test of 4K, I think. It turned out fairly well. And yeah, from what I can see, it worked well. I'll go back and review the evidence. But yeah. Huge thanks. I should be back on tomorrow on Twitch. I'm trying to think. I'm working late, so I may or may not be there on time. But sure, listen, we'll see how it goes. But guys, thanks so much for joining me here on YouTube. And 4K streaming test seemed to be the job indeed. So I suppose, well, until the next time, take it easy out there, and we'll see you soon. All the best. Right here. Ease up, Sharon. Oh, Jesus.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Murphy's trying to fly a plane. He's not doing it very well, is he?
Stall. 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 Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
Give us a second.
Sink. Don't sink. Don't
Shh.
sink.
It's grand. It's grand. It's grand. It's grand. Is that because I didn't set off or set up me takeoff train? In 2001, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you, Jepson. The man has no bounds. Your man's screen name is Raw Chicken. That's a brilliant name. Look, Raw Chicken is flying with us. Want to be careful of that. That'll give you a night of the living terrors if you're not careful. Do you know what I mean? Raw Chicken. Jesus. That's a fantastic pilot name. They call me Raw Chicken. Sean Dale says, you know, this day is just mental. It's super mental. Look at this for an arrival. Catbat 9, you're on fire. The backdrop is stunning. Oh, it's just a beautiful location to go flying. We'll definitely have to come back here. Too high. Two Cat said maintain around 30. Yeah. It was, someone deployed me landing gear. I don't know who did that.